November 9th, 2014. Undead from Cleveland, you're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Brian Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Larry Mack.
All right, so we got a full house again this week.
No Olsen twins.
I don't have too much to report about. We did have a technical issue last week. The one server, I actually used two machines to do the show. They're all wired together, very crazy-like. And the one machine
Plug
actually
into the back of your head.
Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi just decided to quit. And it's never recovered. I tried to get it going today after doing a cold boot, and it still won't go. So now it's on a wire. Probably will improve. Whatever, the solar winds from blowing on the Earth or something. But anyway, it should be fixed. But if we crash out again, well, that's VGN for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully that won't happen.
It's not my fault.
So we'll start with the drinking game this week.
The drinking
top
game.
20 titles of the week. We're going to use the movers and shakers list. If we list off something that is not actually a video game, you have to drink. And it doesn't mean you have to drink alcohol. You can drink seltzer water. It's like, why does seltzer water taste so bad? It doesn't taste good.
I like seltzer water.
People, oh God, people drink that. They'll come in and they'll be like, let me just get a soda water. It's like, ugh.
It's so good.
Like, I don't want to do that to you.
Get that aftertaste. Like when you're first drinking it, it's kind of like drinking something that's okay. And then you put it down, and it's like,
You have to drink it fast. But then if you do, you get the hiccups.
Cream soda is nasty too. Sorry.
Yeah, now cream soda is vile.
yeah, I don't drink that. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Only heretics drink that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, here we go. Number 20 this week is the Sony PS3 Media Blu-ray Disc Remote Control for the PlayStation
Not a game.
3. Got a drink. It's $20.17, and it's up 35% this week. It's going to be a lot of drinking this week as well, so if you're drinking milk, try not to barf.
Don't drink the whole game.
Fart.
Yeah, because there could be some farting and barfing. Number 19, Skylanders Trap Team, Tech Magic, and I got to open the whole thing because the name is so long it doesn't even fit in the link.
Nice.
Good God.
Skylanders Trap Team, Tech Magic, and Earth Trap Triple Trap Pack. That ain't a game.
That ain't
So-
even. Woo!
Everybody drink. It's just some plastic shit that makes your game better, stronger, faster.
Drinking.
It's like a steering wheel for a racing game. It's not really a game. This is another weird one. Number 18, up 36% this week, is the Power A DualShock 4 controller charging station for the PlayStation 4.
Nice.
$60.99.
It's also not a game.
Drinking.
Everybody drink. I'm going to have a drink too. I got to take my medicine that I forgot to take, so there I go.
So today the show will end abruptly when Kevin loses consciousness.
Can't talk. It's like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street.
Number 17, Just Dance 4 for the Nintendo Wii.
I'd still
original one.
consider that a game.
Up 38% this week at $23.45. Number 16, above other games in the world, above all the other game selections that you people could be choosing from, is the... Okay, I kind of understand why, sort of, but let's talk about it, folks. It's the Gen new AV video cable cord for Nintendo 64. The N64 TV game in bulk packaging. Now listen, I get it. It's an AV cable for the Nintendo 64 that you're not playing.
Right.
And it only costs a penny. 1 cent. But it costs $3.78 to ship it. So you're being tricked. Stop fucking around buying weird cables for your Nintendo 64. How do you even have the original video cable on your N64 go bad anyway? That's just weird.
We no tell you.
Well, it's old.
Secret.
but it's not like I mean, I could guess you trip over it, but I'm talking like this is a chart where like it's gone up 38%. It ranked. In
Everybody's
the
like
top
guinea
20.
pig.
How many people were like, "Ooh, Nintendo 64 video game"?
When they made it with an expiration date, and guess what? It hit.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is, right? Number 15, Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham for the PlayStation 3, up 38% at $50 this week. Number 14, oh man, that's another. I'm sorry, folks. Some of these things just have really long names. Skylanders Trap Team Starter Pack Tablet. This is weird.
That doesn't sound like a game either.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh no, it is. I guess it's the you place the Skylanders on the new Traptanium portal and bring the Skylanders to life.
I don't think I'm doing that.
Skylanders are the ultimate trappers
you'll
with
have to at least
powerful
once.
Traptanium weapons. Defeat and capture
the
villains in the
traptees.
traps, and then use the villains on the side of good. It says it's compatible with the
Or
Kindle
evil.
Fire. But it says includes one video game. Oh, but download required, so not a game. Everybody drink.
Drinking.
Drinking.
In the beginning.
Drink.
Number 13, up 41% this week, is Donkey Kong Amiibo.
Really?
How you actually pronounce that properly for the Wii U.
Yes.
Not a game. Everybody drink. It's it's AMIIBO. So it's probably like me. So it's Amiibo. Yeah. Amiibo.
A Wabo.
Because the way they do the Wii, it's probably Amiibo. Number 12, Just Dance 2015 for the Xbox 360, up 42% this week. You people like your dancing. Just love it.
Yes, they fit.
Number 11, Dragon Age Inquisition for the Xbox 360. Brian, you get that?
We're getting it. We're getting the Masters Edition.
The Master.
Yes.
Master's throwing me a
He's too
scrap
kind.
on the table. Yeah. Number 10, PlayStation 3 DualShock 3 Wireless Controller Pink Edition.
Pink.
44% this week. Girl gamer power, I guess. Or effeminate male. I don't know which. Why can't you just like pink? Because it's kind of gay. Number 9. I have to drink on that one, by the way. Lego Marvel Nintendo 3DS.
Oh my God. What?
45%. It's a game. Lego Marvel.
Oh,
Wolverine.
Marvel. I thought you said marble.
Marble.
Fucking marbles.
Oh,
I do that with Legos, you know? They'd be rolling all over.
Plastic
Stepping on that
fangs.
shit. Ah!
Number 8. Up 50% this week is the $50 PlayStation Store gift card.
Also not.
Not a game.
Woo!
Everybody drink. Number 7, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for the 3DS. Number 6, Skylanders Trap Team
That Skylanders thing again.
Master Bushwhack Character Pack. What a game. Everybody drink. Keep buying your action figures, folks. That's what gaming wants from you. Number 5, Mario Amiibo. Not a game, also an action figure. The Nintendo Wii U. Up 53% this week. Jesus.
I need
Number 4 this week at 54%. Look, this is number 4 on the movers and shakers list.
Top 5.
Okay? Get ready.
Here we go. Top
Blow
5.
your mind. Number 4 is the BD&A Skylanders Trap Storage Case. And it says not machine.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, shit. $20. That's why
Oh
is
my
it
God.
on here, man? It ain't games. Come on, Amazon. They should have toilet paper on here. Number 3, Pikachu Amiibo. Not a game. Drink. That's the last drinking. Number 2, Frozen Olaf's Quest for the 3DS. I totally understand that. The kids love the Frozen. It's great. 61% and up 76% this week. Lego Marvel Superheroes for PC is only $5.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's our top 20 something of the week.
I figured I'd just throw that in there.
There's a lot of
Why not?
Paddington
Put it in.
Bear on videos. this week for some reason, but I'm just gonna let that go. I don't know why that is.
Ask me if I want sound effects, and then just don't.
The same trailers over and over again. I gotta find something else.
Give me a chance.
Brian, how was your week this week?
It was the same as it's always been. A little boring. You
Yeah.
know, the usual bullshit. I'm still plugging my way through Dead Space 3, playing it late into the night, which is dumb. You know, I mean, what am I trying to prove?
Still playing that? You didn't get through it yet?
Well, you know, actually, I'm not really home all that much during the work week, so yeah. And I've if you've played it before, I've gotten back to the planet's surface, and it took me like half an hour to get through the one boss that was down there. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, this better not be like the end of the game, because I wouldn't even bother with this shit. I'd be like, fuck it, I don't even care. Otherwise, not much else is really going on, man. Yeah, just a lot of driving, and people tell me about the weather that's coming. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be horrible. Like, no, I just looked at the weather; it'll be fine.
Didn't go out on a child picnic this week? Right?
It's cold, so no.
I just didn't.
I didn't even do it when the weather was nice.
Father-son dance or something.
Father, son,
Yeah, kind of hard to do without a son, so yeah.
kind of awkward for everybody in the
You, I mean,
Think outside the
am I
box.
in an alternate universe here, or what did I miss? Because I could have swore I don't have any of that shit.
If no plabum flee.
All right. Anderson, how was your week
You
this
plant
week?
them, they will come.
We speak backwards here. You know what? I had something that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it is now. Oh,
Tune in on Tuesdays at 11 for Tumblr.
No.
It was that really funny thing.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
It was something pretty cool, I think. But I can't remember it because it's a typical week. It was a busy day. There was no Browns game today, so I actually got stuff done. I kind of cleaned up some things and made food, really cooked.
Moved Clint off the couch, dusted, put him back on the couch.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait till he goes to the bathroom. Jump in real
Does
quick.
that happen?
When he doesn't have his colostomy bag in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Plugs
we're
in.
going too far with this bit.
It's
So
operational.
I can't necessarily remember what I was going to talk about, but
All right.
I do want to say, hey, that doesn't mean I'm done. I'm just no.
I
So
don't have shit I want to talk about, but I'm going to do it anyway.
However,
I finished playing the storyline of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, wow.
I finished all the missions, and well, not all the missions. It's it says I'm 74% done, which really sucks because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. And so it's now my guys are filthy rich. It's you turn the game on, the game comes on, and my dude's standing in this house. He's got over $20 million. There's nothing to do except for just run around and kill cops and get chased by cops. And it's just, yeah, hey, finish the game. That's great. Good stuff.
congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to get the other 25% though. I was like, there's nothing. I don't know. I got all this money.
It's just that secret crap that you got to find or whatever. It doesn't mean
Nothing with it. It's like
Got to research with a notebook.
the whole.
some side quests, or you got to drive the taxi around or whatever. You know.
I spend the whole game trying to make money, and then I make all this money, and then the game's over. It's like, well, that sucks. I can't use it.
Sort of like when you're playing Oblivion, and you get to a certain point where the creatures are just fucking impossibly difficult. They're dogs are shooting fireballs at you. It's like, all right, I think I'm done now.
Right? I mean, I play online still, so anybody out there playing on the PS3, yeah, right.
I really should sit down and just play the game through, but I don't know why I don't.
Well, the last.
I watch too many stupid television shows. It's probably the problem.
What about that Utopia? They canceled that. Who didn't see that coming?
Is it canceled?
Oh,
I
they
mean, it's such a weird thing because it's they said that they're going to live there for a year. So they just come in and they're like, nobody was interested. Guys all have to leave.
Well, look,
You guys can go home.
remember when they started?
What is this shit?
When they started, they had
Turn this
episodes
off.
on Tuesday and Fridays for the first 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
they came Tuesday one out of nowhere, and that's when I was like, uh-oh.
Out of nowhere.
You can't support 2 episodes a week. That means you're in trouble. And then the next thing you know, they're like, this Halloween episode where he's all dressed in like Dracula and shit, and he's like, you're getting rid of all these people, and everything's changing, and then they changed it, and yeah, no, done. They came back in and were like, you're done.
Yeah, because it's like
Get your shit and die.
they took like the most annoying people and focused on them just being annoying. So anybody watching the show is like, nothing's happening, and all you're showing me is really whiny, annoying people. Like, it was the stupidest.
I guess it was every day at work.
It was. They really tried to make it like the original Big Brother, the first Big Brother, where the audience votes people out.
Well,
and
that's
that was a total failure, and that's why they changed the whole rules to Big Brother.
I just watched. It's funny, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. At least I had something about there. Boom.
Cool. Larry, how was your week?
My week was awesome, of course, because every week is awesome. We're gearing up for some crazy giant project that's going to kick everybody's ass at work. So got that going for me.
Slaves.
Yeah.
Use a whip.
Since Kevin refuses to leave his house anymore, I have been forced to hook up with a couple of girls from work for trivia night now. So
Spock's brain.
no, we're not. I didn't get to name the team since I'm the new guy. So right now, Spock's brain is still on hiatus until Kevin.
Just use the Daniel Boone whenever you get stumped.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about that, and as soon as we got stumped on one, I was like, just write Daniel Boone. It's the answer to like everything. Well, yeah, but he wants to know what year it happened. Just put Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone and Ho Chi Minh apparently lived forever.
It did everything. Let's see. I've been playing a little bit of Hearthstone, not a lot, because my new schedule is like all crazy since I go to work and then go straight from work to school and then come home and get here at like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, well, maybe I should eat something before I do something, and that usually involves me falling asleep immediately before I get anything useful accomplished. So this weekend, I had nothing to do and actually got some shit accomplished so that I could feel useful. Paid some bills. Got a new phone because apparently I was tired of people mocking me for my Star Trek flip phone, and I missed.
That was that
Star
song
Trek
Bailey
flip
was
phone.
singing. Anytime somebody pulled out a fucking flip phone, it's like flip phone, meet the flip phone, or something like that. It's fucking funny.
Dude, I pulled mine out at Cinema Wasteland, and the whole room erupted.
Yeah,
I
it's only been a day, and I already missed my flip phone. Damn it!
What do you want from me?
So
I got a couple of guys at work that use those phones, but they only pay like $8. One guy pays $8 a month, and the other guy pays $11 a month for like unlimited texting and calls. I'm just like, I kind of understand. It's like super cheap.
Yeah, it probably sounds like talking through two cans and a string. Oh yeah, we got our new. Forgot to mention we have a new modem now.
Nobody ever complained about me sounding bad when I talked on my cell phone. Now, granted, I talked to about 2 people because that was the other reason I wasn't particularly worried about getting a new cell phone. It's not like everyone's always trying to get a hold of me, but
You never know.
But so far, after about a day, I can tell you that
That's because they're always like, Larry
I
can't afford a
texted
phone.
way better with just my 2 thumbs on my flip phone. So, and that's pretty much my week. Oh, I did get Soprano Rob to start playing some Lord of the Rings online, so growing that one.
That's cool. What did I do this week? Not much, I guess. I can't remember. Did I do my ultrasound and stuff the week before? Yeah, probably. I don't even remember what day that was. Thursday, I go into the kidney doctor to see what's going on. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully they're just like, exercise more and eat right. I can't find
I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
Yeah. I don't know. No, I doubt it. I got that Microsoft Band. It's like a watch that tracks your.
The Fitbit thing or whatever.
It's kind of like that, but it's Microsoft Band. It connects, to the Microsoft.
It'll
It connects
execute
to any phone, but it connects to the Microsoft phone, so I don't have to get like an Android device to use the other thing because nothing supports the Microsoft phone. But it tracks your heart rate, and it has built-in GPS. So if you're going on walks and you want to track with your GPS, you don't have to bring your phone with you. So I thought that was pretty good. And it monitors your sleep because my one.
How the hell does it know you're sleeping?
It actually it can tell.
Are you asleep, man?
It not only tells that, it tells when you're having like deep sleep and when you're having like regular sleep.
I'm a little creeped out now.
it has your heartbeat, and it uses some sort of skin sensors and stuff. I don't know. It's probably Borg technology. But my one doctor asked me if my high blood pressure could be caused by sleep
Start trying to put
apnea.
wires in your head. You're like, get out of here.
But no, it says my sleep is totally optimal. It's like 96% perfect or whatever. So it's like figured.
That's good enough.
I've never had a problem sleeping really. Waking up, yeah, but sleeping, no. So
My sleep patterns would just confuse it and cause it to like short circuit. It'd be like, okay, so clearly something is wrong with you, right?
my heart rate has been okay. So I don't know. I'm on double the medication that I was on before. So I go in this time. I may not have a pulse, or I may not have blood pressure at all, which may be a new thing. Not experiencing any real side effects, so I don't know.
So-
I know
so-
it's not all that interesting hearing about my health problems for people.
Probably are, you just don't see it.
So you're hooked up to a mobile device that monitors your heart rate and skin, and you're pumped full of chemicals. You are a Borg now.
Pretty
Congratulations.
much, yeah.
Yeah, you're living the dream.
I just have to see if what the doc says on Thursday, and then I don't know. I don't know what happens after that. If
You're gonna die.
if you find something, yeah, I'm not quite sure
You pay the bill first.
what happens next. I figured if it was an emergency thing, they would have called me already and been like, "You got to go to the hospital now."
No, probably not.
But
I'm not saying it's bad, but just pay the bill before you leave.
yeah. So I'm thinking they might have pills or something if it's some chemical thing, but I don't know. I'm hoping that's the case. Otherwise,
Well,
it's gonna
if
be
it's a
like
chemical
they're
thing,
just
it's-
lay down. He
pills
opens
are
like a
real.
pocket knife out. Opens the pocket knife. What are you doing?
You're probably doing like all this crazy shit. You don't even know it. You're probably just like at work, so they're bent over your desk, and all of a sudden you'll blank out, and all of a sudden you look up, you're like, ah! And then you
Yeah.
go back and you don't do anything different. You're like, what the fuck was that? Huh? I didn't do nothing. What are you talking about?
It's weird. I don't
And
know.
they
what
think you're being a
I'm
dick.
doing. I don't know, Brian. You should get your blood pressure checked to make sure you don't. 'Cause
Oh,
you
yeah.
eat
I know.
worse than I do, but you
Yep.
know. You have a different father though, so you're a little bit different than me. But no.
Creation.
He didn't even miss a beat.
Nope.
He's like, yep, okay.
Let's Steam Top 10. We have a bunch of email this week. Thanks everybody for writing in. We're going to do a little bit of news. And
Thank
do
you
email.
for liking us.
Thanks for giving us content.
Number 10, Steam Top 10. Banished. Number
Nobody-
9, Borderlands pre-sequel.
Get
Game
out.
of 8. Number 8, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Number 7, Counter-Strike: Global Offensive. For reasons unknown, Farming Simulator 15 is still number 6. Number 5 is Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Number 4 is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Digital Pro Edition.
Ooh.
Number 3 is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Who?
Binding of
Isaac,
Isaac
goddammit.
Rebirth.
Okay.
Number 2, Football Manager
The
2015.
Football.
I have no idea.
And number 1, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Again.
Sorry,
Again. No, go
Call
ahead.
of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's number 1. My bad.
Yeah, no, hey, man, don't forget to load the sound effects.
I forget. I get excited. All these things are happening. This weird woman talking on the thing. It's just
Oh, good, man.
what the hell she's talking about. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
All right. Here's the games coming out this week. Nothing on Monday, as usual. Tuesday, and
Right.
I think this is the full name. Assassin's Creed Rogue and Assassin's Creed Unity. Digimon All-Star Rumble. EverQuest 2 Altar of Malice. Because there's still people playing that EverQuest 2. Get Off My Lawn.
Okay.
Halo the Master Chief Collection.
Master Chef.
Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Pro Evolution Soccer 2015. Shape Up, which has got to be exercise. Smash Team. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, and Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal.
Ooh.
It all comes out on Tuesday. Some big titles in there, though. The Halo Master Chief, the Assassin's Creed, Batman Lego. Big Tuesday.
It's important shit.
Wednesday we got one game, which is Toy Box Turbos. Thursday we've got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
I'm a captain.
You, of course. Disc Wars Avengers Ultimate Heroes, also for the Wii U.
Mm.
One Piece Super Grand Battle X, and World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. Don't ask me. Comes out Thursday.
Draenor.
On the list.
China.
Friday, we have Rugby 15,
That's a game.
Tradio Jones, Y,
Oh my god.
L, Manuscrito, Iridio.
What?
That's what it says, man.
Gesundheit.
And that's coming out for the PlayStation Vita. That's why I don't play the PlayStation Vita much, because I can't figure out what any of these games are. And finally, on Friday, This War of Mine. It all comes out this
My
week.
War.
Go out and get your games. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple news items. Nintendo is considering letting third-party games use Amiibos. Basically,
That won't last.
you know, what these games use is near-field communication, which is like this little chip that you find often in cell phones these days. For instance, that iPhone, that whole thing about iPhone making payments, that's just near-field communication. You just wave it in front of one of those things, like those credit card, things where you swipe it. It never works when you go, because the thing's always down.
No.
But it's the same technology.
But theoretically, it's awesome.
Yeah. It's the same technology. So Nintendo, when they made like the 3DS,
It's really cool when it does work.
Wii U,
Just never.
they created their own proprietary version of it, which is Amiibos.
Shark Tank.
So, like for instance, the guys that make Skylanders or the Disney, whatever it's called, can't use it on the Nintendo devices unless Nintendo gives them permission. So Nintendo has their own version of the game series that only works with their attachment. So anyway, now, according to Joystick, it says, we're still learning how Nintendo's line of Amiibo figurines will be used for its own games, but future compatibility announcements might not be limited to first-party titles. Nintendo of America licensing manager Damon Baker told IGN that the company is looking into ways for third-party developers, including independent developers, to use Amiibos with their games. Yeah. Think huge licensing fee. That's what they're going to say. Oh, yeah, you can
Pretty
use
much.
it. Absolutely, you can use. Yes.
Yeah.
Just how much you charge for a game? Yes, add $20. Then you send to us, and then we let you use. Baker said there's a ton of interest from third-party studios, adding that there are some really creative ideas that are coming through, and we are working towards some opportunities for next year. So many integration questions. At least we know what Amiibos will do in Hyrule Warriors and Mario Kart 8. But even beyond future third-party support, there's still the question of how the compatibility confirmed Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Mario Party 10, and Kirby and the Rainbow Curse will use Nintendo's line of real-world Smash trophies. This is why adults don't play
The Rainbow Curse.
with the Wii U systems and stuff, because they got Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and Mario Party 10. It's just not very masculine. That's all.
I was just talking to some dude last night. He came by, he stopped by, and I was like, we were talking video games. He was like, yeah, I just finished Mario Kart Galaxy Quest or some shit. And I was just like, what? And he goes, he says it again, and I go, did you say Mario? And he goes, yeah. I go, yeah, you lost me right there.
Yeah, Mario
They try to
Galaxy.
touch you.
No.
I can't pronounce games anymore. I mean, I can't pronounce shit in general, okay? But they're making it harder on me. It says it's spelled Aonuma. Aonuma?
And Aonuma.
Yeah.
Aonuma? Aonuma, Majora's Mask 3DS won't be just another remake. Didn't even know there was a first.
Sure.
Between The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds, mask-shaped Easter egg, and Zelda producer Eiji Aonuma, that's his name, Aonuma's hesitation, we're just going to call him fucking Eiji, because I can say that, to rule out a remake of The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask, fans of Link's dark, odd journey through Termia might have seen this week's 3DS remake confirmation coming. While the news of another Zelda remake is interesting on its own, not really. EG's recent Miiverse post explains that Majora's Mask 3D won't be a simple graphically polished port, though its development began almost immediately after 2011's Ocarina of Time 3D remake was completed. EG's and the team waited to talk about Majora's Mask 3D until he could say, quote, "This is not going to be just another remake, and that is going to be worth your time." He added, "We've spent a lot of time making sure the gameplay experience is smoother than in the original version, without taking away from this unique world." Oh! Unfortunately, we'll have to let that moon creep a little closer before we learn the extent of Majora's Mask 3D's changes. Viewers shouldn't be too surprised, though. Last year's Wind Waker HD received a few tweaks of its own, including Miiverse-compatible Tingle bottles.
Ooh, tingle bottles.
And a simplified...
Tingle bottles. Yes.
Tingle
Hello.
bottle. Tingle bottle here.
Tingle. My bottles are tingling.
I'm here to bring you your tingle bottles.
Touch
Can I
my
have
tingles.
Let me have your empty bottles and I'll fill them full of tingle.
All right, so PlayAsia now has a monthly top 10, and basically they sell import games to people in the United States as well as other countries. So I thought I would list off their games. I'm not going to be able to pronounce most of them properly, so whenever I don't, feel free to take a drink. It's the second drinking game of the night, and some of them will be normal, other ones, forget it. Number 10. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor for the PlayStation 4. Number 9, Tears to Tierra 2, Heir of the Overlord.
Yeah.
Number 8,
Shitty diaper.
that's for PlayStation 3. Number 8, Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus
Ooh, I know that song.
for the Vita, and I don't know what the fuck it is. It's as notorious since the first title for the 3DS. Oh, it's notorious. Senran Kagura Burst producer Kenichiro, whatever, Takaki's design philosophy has always been to give what he thinks the people want, heaping mounds of boobs. Oh, and ninja gals.
Oh,
And
yeah.
while many people might regard that as just a gimmick, one cannot discount the fact that Shinobi Versus is a highly competent brawler. Okay, so it's a brawler. With fast-paced combat laced with super ninja techniques and a new take on the classic clothing removal damage mechanic
Uh-oh.
for a Sengen. That's just what it says with a nice
Sengen.
little- Finally localized for the West, many PA customers are still ordering this game, especially since our version is the special, quote, "Let's Get Physical," quote, and... Let's Get Physical edition. Wow. You Japanese people.
Let's get physical. Oh, good God.
Hi, everybody. I'm living John. Let's get physical.
Number 7, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix.
Yeah.
I love how they have the Roman numerals for 2 and then point and the regular number 5 next to it.
Not confusing at all. Is it?
Just, you know. I don't even know.
Just to infuse a little chaos into
Roman
the
numerals,
situation.
can you even do that? I don't know. Why not? Why can't it be period and then never mind.
Right.
Number 6, Dengeki Bunko Fighting
Oh, Bunko.
Climax.
I'm drinking.
Great. Number 5, Resident Evil HD Remaster Collector's Package for the PlayStation 3. Number 4, the new Nintendo 3DS LL Japanese edition, NTSC. Number 3, One Chanbara Z2 Chaos for the PlayStation 4.
What?
I don't know. It's
Onichibara.
probably Ani
Dude, I have
Chanabara.
this
Unichinbara.
excellent folks.
Unichinbara.
Excellent folks.
Oni Chinbara. Okay. I don't know.
Sure.
Drink. Number 2,
I'm
Monster Hunter 4G for the 3DS. And number 1, the new Nintendo 3DS Japan Edition NTSC J. I don't know what the difference is really. Maybe color, but there you go. So that's this month's Play Asia list. We'll see if we do it again next month or if they just give up on it. Blizzard has announced a new game, a new IP called Overwatch. BlizzCon opens with first look at company's new IP, an approachable, team-based multiplayer shooter. Because that's what we need. We need more of those. More team-based multiplayer shooters.
Yeah.
Why not?
Used today's BlizzCon opening ceremony to announce its next new game, Overwatch, described as an approach. Yeah, I know. We just said this. The game is playable at the event this weekend and will be entering beta testing next year. Heading up the Overwatch development team is game director Jeff Kaplan. His previous work at Blizzard includes serving as game director on the World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King expansion, with design work on the original game as well, the Burning Crusade add-on. Overwatch groups players into teams of 6 and pits them against one another in a variety of first-person shooter environments. Each player will play as a colorful Overwatch hero with his or her own distinct powers and attributes. From the giant talking ape Winston,
Okay.
teleporting
Slide of fucking air.
teleporting British test pilot Tracer.
Oh,
Hello.
geez.
Moment.
Hello, Buck.
How's it going? Can we have to? With the monkey, I think the ape. If the ape was talking, I think the ape would have like an English accent too, don't you?
Boy.
I think Brian just did the freaking scientist from the first season of Buck Rogers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Just reaching deep into the pile of tricks. At the moment, Blizzard has 12 heroes and 3 maps in the game, but expects to add to those numbers over the course of development. While Blizzard stressed an emphasis on accessibility for Overwatch, it did not state whether the game would adopt a free-to-play business model. According to Kotaku, Overwatch is a revamped version of the player versus player action. It's long in development. Titan salvaged after that game was canceled earlier this year. Analysts estimated Blizzard had sunk as much as $140 million in developing Titan as an MMORPG before finally pulling the plug. There you go. It's just some scrapped-together bullshit that they add from another game.
Sure.
Sounds like it.
They do a movie.
PlayStation Home is dead. Now,
Oh, no.
not coming.
Who killed it?
Home will be shutting down for good next year, but Virtual Worlds will live on. Sony's PlayStation Home will cease publishing content next week, and by next March, it will be shuttered completely. It's a sad time for the devoted core user base, and for many developers who actually come to rely on the
very
virtual
sad, I'm
platform
sure.
as a solid source of revenue. As Endream CEO Patrick Olua wrote recently, generated 7-figure revenues for several years from a home.
Terrible.
And other studios did as well. Look, I can't look down. If I wanted you to do it, I'd send you the text to read, but I can't.
No, I know. I get that. You do like Russian or something. You're good at that. You like do the.
Look, I'm not good at anything. If Home did that well for developers, why wouldn't Sony want to continue it on PS4? Despite a core following and a handful of developers who saw success with Home, it's hard to say if the virtual world actually paid off for Sony. Mad Monkey, co-founder, that's honestly how his name is. It's Mad, and then it's M-U-N-K-I, Mad Monkey. Co-founder Dave Dow, whose studio made the successful Spunland for Home, speculated that Sony probably did turn a profit, but simply not enough of one. Sony was probably fronting too much of the costs. The operating costs had to be very high. As far as I know, Home was profitable, but Sony's not really interested in profits of less than hundreds of millions.
Is that supposed to be like Kermit the Frog or something?
Now it's old game industry bit. No, it's Dave Dow.
That's awesome.
And Home was a lot of effort. I imagine it was not profitable enough for them, and I imagine it would be a massive pain for them to take it on PS4. I've had a lot of conversation with people who suggested that they use PlayStation Now and the back end to continue it, but for whatever reason, they didn't do it. Indeed, the cost of maintaining a virtual world should not be underestimated. It takes money to make money. Linden Labs' Second Life has been operating for 11 years and is still profitable. While Home did not offer the scale and variety of something like Second Life, it's likely that Home still costs millions annually. It's substantial. It's in the tens of millions of dollars.
Millions
You can
of
probably
dollars.
compare it to any MMO of significance, Linden Lab boss Eb Apberg said, describing Second Life's cost structure. Home was actually ahead of its time, as Dow pointed out to us. Sony had
Yes.
initially been planning to launch it on PlayStation 2. The idea came about in a society that knew nothing of Facebook or Twitter. Back then, people were using dial-up, and Home launched a world where no one used the social network. It was something entirely new. I think a lot of people didn't really know what it was, he said. But maybe that was the problem. As exciting as it was, many developers didn't properly take advantage. There were too many problems, and a lot of PlayStation 3 owners quickly lost interest. I can definitely say that was me. I'm not going to read any more of that. It literally goes on for another 5 or 6 pages, and it doesn't deserve that much commentary anyway. So that was it for the news this week. That's what happened.
Hooray!
Now we'll do some email, and we'll wrap up the show.
And a nice big bow.
Eric writes in and says,
Hi.
wrote it, it's Donor, not
Blitzen.
Donator. Oh, it's donor, not donator.
Huh?
At videogamenews.com. Yes, when you write it in the show, you can write into anything at videogamenews.com, and we'll read your email on here.
Pretty much.
Just sharing a funny text from my 65-year-old mother. I'm the guy living in the Philippines, so I use my mom's U.S. address for anything domestic. About 2 weeks ago, yes, I received the following text from her. Quote, mail received from videogamenews.com.
Oh, God.
It's a 3-inch black skeleton with hands over its ears. End quote. I believe she thinks you sent me a threat. Found this hilarious and wanted to share. Thanks for the
The
collection.
FBI comes to our house.
That's awesome.
We'll be making more of these soon. I just gotta get more free
Get off his
time.
dead ass.
Yeah, and get some good news from the doctor. And this one was from Sponge Todd, and he wrote to Bearded Baird at videogamenews.com. And he said, evening, guys. Been listening for a while, and I have to say, every time I invest my listening time, it's well worth it. I have 3 boys, and between them and my new job, I have a lot of free time. I dropped all the other shit I listened to, but kept your podcast. Hooray!
Thank you.
Your stories are a riot. The time you guys talked about religion, quote, on a wasteland, I think, end quote, was classic. In hindsight, I shouldn't have listened to it in the office. My boss at the time was super Mormon, fireproof underwear and everything. The looks he and his wife shot me still wake me up in a cold sweat at night on occasion. Anyhow, I have a food-related request. McDonald's has a new addition to their breakfast menu, the chorizo burrito.
Chorizo!
Brian should partake of this new delight and let the rest of us know how good or shitty it is. He is a donator, so he gets that right. So, Brian, you have to try out the new chorizo burrito at McDonald's. And
If it has to be done, I guess.
gotta have breakfast at McDonald's.
Take one for the team. Shit.
You want to donate to the show and force Brian to eat weird fast food, or Larry or Don, who are very picky about what they will actually eat. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/VGN, and you can also get a black skeleton covering its ears that your parents might think is a threat from a media organization that's
Right. From a .com.
as well as many other USB sticks. And thanks everyone for continuing to donate to the Patreon. More Patreon stuff is coming. Antonio wrote into Chupacabra at Video Game News.
Antonio!
And he
Chupacabra versus
hey,
Alamo.
Don and crew, it's Tony.
Hey.
Just wanted to know what games are you guys looking forward to between now and the end of this year? Also, will any of you be picking up the new Assassin's Creed this week? No. I'm not like a big Assassin's Creed guy. I do know that a lot of people like it because, for whatever reason, all the cosplay people constantly dress up as Assassin's Creed people. So obviously there's a big
How hard
fan
is it to put on a
base there.
sheet, you know?
No, they all wear like pirate outfits or
They're half
crazy-
naked, dude. Come on.
Whatever. No, I mean dudes too. They got the muskets and all that shit.
Doesn't mean it's not gay.
Okay, whatever. I'm just pointing it out. And as far as this, there's a new Company of Heroes thing coming out. I'm interested in picking up, and I'll probably get the Halo Master Chief Collection. I'd like to get some of the games that have already come out, like Shadows of Mordor. I just haven't got around to it yet, and I don't know. I'll just, it kind of depends. I'm going to get them eventually, pick them up, play stuff. I just got to. There's too much television. Like Don said, though, they canceled some shows, and I wasn't really impressed with too many of the new shows that came out
Right.
so far, so I'm not really taping new stuff. So there's going to be a drought of TV, so I can get back to some more gaming. 'Cause,
Yay.
yeah, Big Brother's not on 3 days a week anymore either.
Oof.
Stop watching that Dancing with the Stars. A couple seasons ago.
I can't believe you started watching that shit.
You know.
What's wrong with you?
You
Shit I used to watch when I was married.
Whatever.
And it's like, I don't know.
Dancing with the Stars, so you think you can dance.
It's really not gay. The girls are really hot.
Uh-huh.
That one chick is crazy hot.
Yeah.
The one blonde whose name I don't remember.
The problem is, though, it's like 2 hours and then it's another hour, which is like, that's way too much for what it is. It should be like a half an hour show. Some guy should just tap dance with the girl or something. And yeah, that'd be the whole show. Plus, it's on like twice a year, I think, which is also ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Rite, our good friend Rite writes into Brian Hoyer at videogamenews.com.
Yeah.
Browns are number one.
First place.
Hells yeah.
It won't last.
Shut up.
Come on, don't be stupid. You
I don't know,
that.
man. There's special things happening with that team.
Super Bowl,
Yeah, I'm
man.
sure it's
That's
special.
the year.
It's
Well,
some kind of weird.
Not gonna
there's some
happen.
kind of
Don't be
weirdness.
fooled.
I'm calling it now. This year the Super Bowl
They're
is in
gonna get a
Arizona.
phone call from some
If we
fucking guy
wind
out there
up
who's like,
playing
you can't win.
Arizona in Arizona, we all got a road trip down to Jedi's.
I don't think Larry is on the same planet, but I do think that we'll get to the playoffs. I think there's a good chance now.
Super
So
Bowl.
that'll
But
be,
it was before when we sucked and we still didn't get anywhere.
Right. Just go one game at a time. Everybody just slow down.
Yeah, I'm just not into their bullshit.
really angry. It doesn't matter. Right now is a great time. Even if the rest of the season does sink, this is
Yeah.
a good time. We haven't had this good of a time in like 14 years or something. So
1984. Or 1989. Something like that. 1990.
yeah, so we'll just, this is pretty good. This is pretty good right here. We'll take this week.
Heck
Till
yeah.
tomorrow. I don't know.
And we can beat the next week. We can totally next week.
Don and crew. I played Madden online the other day for the first time in forever.
Oh.
And after 3 straight matches of listening to assholes shit talk on the other end, I remembered why I hate playing online games. Yeah, exactly. I understand that people are competitive, but I feel like some of the dudes putting their hard-earned time into these games are seriously only interested in making sure your game experience is miserable.
Right.
Have you guys ever played an online game that you thought had a disproportionate amount of assholes playing it? And did it prevent you guys from wanting to play that game again? Yeah, NFL 2K2, which I think was online, and
Every
people
online
quit out of the
game.
game when they were losing. So that was my first experience in online gaming on the Dreamcast, other than PC, and I thought, it sucks. I'm not playing it online anymore. It's cool to play with friends, but not against total strangers. You guys?
Unless you're playing with a friend who doesn't talk to you because you're on the wrong channel. I could just say easily. I like to say is World of Warcraft and leave it at that.
I mean, most games have those assholes that just run around, and that's all they're doing is they're just there to fuck with people.
Yeah, trolls.
That's why most of the time, if I go online, I'll go online. I'll play strictly by myself. Like people will walk up to me and they'll be like, "Let's play together," and it's like, "No, just leave me alone.
Donnie's like, no, don't play me.
I don't want to deal with you. I don't know what you're like. I don't want you whining in my ear." You know what I
Mom
mean?
says I can't. No.
Yeah, unless somebody I know, that's the only time I'll really play online. And I've never even played a sports game online because I'd get my ass kicked by somebody. and they'll kick my ass.
Yeah,
Team-
that's the other thing
Team
too. Everybody who
Fortress
plays
2
going to be either
Ridiculous.
amazing at it and whip your ass, or they're just not even going to move. You're just going to play somebody that just sits there and wastes your time for like 20 minutes. You're like, are you going to do something? Are you playing? You know.
They got to take a big shit.
Undead from Cleveland sucks. Yada
Team
yada
Fortress
yada.
2, if you play Capture the Flag, about half the time you'll wind up with that dickhead that doesn't want the game to end, so he'll go grab his own intel since no one on his team can kill him, and he'll run around with it and drag the game out forever.
Yeah.
Never heard that one.
They had shit like that in World of Warcraft where you was going to do PvP, and you'd actually have guys that are on your side, but they'd actually be for the other side.
Right.
Like, I'm like, who the fuck leveled their character up to like 20 so they could run around and help the other team? Like, what a bunch. Fucking unbelievable, man. It's like, Christ, I mean, you gotta fucking go to that level of fucking bullshit, and you start thinking about it, like, forget it, it's dumb.
Anybody who
Jerry
ever did
writes in-
anything in EVE Online, probably dickheads.
Jerry writes in to truckerheroes@videogamenews.com,
Yes.
and he says, hello, VGN crew. Jerry here again with a question.
Hello, Jared.
In the trucker community, does
the
Brian
beginning.
know of any trucker heroes? For example, the trucker who drove the load that no one was trucker enough to do, the man that when he walks into a trucker diner, all goes quiet and all you hear are whispers. Also, does Brian trick out his truck with lights and decals?
No.
No to all of that shit. That doesn't happen.
You're
Then it
not
must be
driving
you.
Pork Chop
You
Express.
must be the
I
trucker
love it.
hero.
They get their information from movies.
Like-
Trucker Heroes. Like,
There's-
have you ever
there's
been
Large Marge.
at a truck stop and met Jack Burton?
Large Marge is real, but no.
But, yeah,
That
you
shit's-
got one.
Yeah, if Jack
Dude,
Burton.
anybody who walks into like any kind of truck stop and tries to act like they're that guy, you know, just come on. We're talking about a bunch of fucking bitter fucking people sitting there. You just get destroyed.
Okay, in other words, Brian is that guy.
Yeah, Brian's that guy.
I'm-
When the whispering starts,
But
Yeah.
I'm allowed to be. God damn it.
and you don't.
According to Brian Baird, who? Brian Baird, me.
Yeah.
And although Brian's
Oh, man.
big truck doesn't have a bunch of decals and stuff, his
Pork Chop
regular
Express.
truck usually does. I don't know if you put stuff on Mom's truck that you inherited, but
Some stickers.
his last truck was covered in them.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
of them are offensive.
The inside of his truck is decorated.
You know.
Old Pepsi bottles and shit. I don't know. A Mallow cup.
That's where he used to bang my girlfriends all the time. Is in the
Yeah.
back of his truck.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with glop on them. P.S. I'll be seeing Arch Enemy this Tuesday, so I'll make sure to do some pushing and shoving in the name of VGN.
Cool.
Awesome.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, they're pretty tight live. I've seen them once. And actually, that's a good show because I think they're playing with like Huntress and somebody else.
I don't know who the fuck
Creator,
you're talking
I
about.
think.
Into
Something like that.
Zero
Creator I've heard of.
at videogamenews.com. This is our final email of the evening as well.
Better pay attention.
Hey, bitches.
Hey, bitch.
So my girlfriend is trying to get me to watch this anime called
Tell her to
Sword
get the fuck
Art
out.
Online. The short version is, it's about these people getting trapped inside a VR MMORPG. If they die in the game, they die in real life.
It's an old movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Their avatars get
Wasn't
changed to look exactly like the real person.
Mhm.
When I watched this, I could not help but laugh, thinking about the VGN crew in this situation, since you guys have hated on MMOs in the past. Kevin is bitterly stuck as the healer and refuses to help anyone.
That's awesome.
We're all dying. Joe's like, fuck you, I ain't healing you.
Brian trying to play a chick and being stuck in chick armor for the rest of the game.
Oh my god, horror.
Larry can't figure out how to chat with anyone and remains silent forever.
Nailed you.
Don gets stuck in limbo, waiting for the game to patch. Anyway, it's just a funny thought. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's pretty much us.
Pretty much how it would be.
Don't you judge me.
Nobody likes to play the healer. There's no
I don't mind as long as my healer can actually do damage when I'm by myself.
It's
Otherwise, fucking forget about it.
You fucking know. People just bitch at you. You didn't heal them even though they went in and fought a fucking army by themselves.
Yeah.
Jerks.
I remember that one. What was that one game we used to play where you could like have like tanks or airplanes? And you had to like capture the fucking control point and shit, and people were just like complete fucking cunts to each other on there.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking. That was the Nexus game.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just remember it's funny because Kevin told me the guy was like, I went on there and we lost, and this guy's like, you know, you fucking lost the game for us, man. And Kevin said to me, he's like, yeah, well, I didn't see you controlling any fucking PowerPoints. And the guy's like, because I couldn't get there. And Kevin like, because you suck. And then hung up. It's like, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, that game was fun, but they never did anything with it. It just was the same all the time. My question is, Larry.
Yeah.
What's your most hated movie besides Old Boy and Star Trek Into Darkness?
Could there be anything worse?
Wow. Shit. Most hated movie other than Old Boy and Star Trek Into Darkness. Crap.
Probably Star Trek Enterprise.
Well, no, I mean, the first J.J. Abrams. Oh wait, oh shit. Okay.
You got it. You got it.
No, I was gonna talk about that first Star Trek movie, but no. God damn it, that last Transformers.
1,000 times no.
You don't even know which Transformer movies it was.
It was Dark of the Moon.
Dark of
the Moon was awful.
Bark at the Moon.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll say this just because I was like, you know what, that looks cool. I'm going to check that out. And I finally got to see, I finally got around to seeing Battleship. That movie's hella bad.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Well,
It's got Rihanna in it.
Yeah, I finally made time in my day to sit down and watch that, and like I hated myself a little bit for it. So you know what? That might be worse than Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
I gotta be honest. I saw that Maleficent this weekend. That was pretty.
Pretty what?
The movie Maleficent.
He muted himself there for a second. Say that again, Brian. You seem to hit your
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it this weekend for the first time. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Although the one I'm waiting to go see is I do want to go see that John Wick because that just looks awesome.
You know what's crazy about that? I had free tickets to that.
Yeah.
And I could have given them to you. And it was a week before the movie even came out.
Yeah.
And it was one showing at Valley View.
He's like, I'm not
and I
going.
had no one to give the tickets to.
Yeah, you may have noticed I posted trailers for that movie on my Facebook page and was like, this movie looks awesome.
Kevin doesn't look at your shit. Come on.
I'm not, unlike you two guys, I know it seems like I'm on there all the time, but I'm really not.
Look, all I know is I'm just saying I posted this movie looks great. I want to see it, and that you missed. When I say I'm against fucking some obscure government program, you respond with a 17-screen diatribe about it.
Listen, I don't know. It's the way Facebook, it doesn't show you all the content anyway. You ever notice that? You refresh the thing, there's all different stories.
I'm always gonna do that. It won't show me half the shit I do want to see from people, and it will show me like something somebody posted 5 days ago.
Some sort of like square graphic with a phrase on it. Like you get tons of those. Ugh. It's dumb. So, Transformers Dark Side of the Moon or something.
Dark Side.
I'm going to go with Battleship.
Battleship Larry hates.
You sank my battleship, you fuck.
Battleship was bad.
And he says, I'm outside your house, Ian. All right, well, that's it for the show.
I'm changing my answer. Revenge of the Fallen had the bad robot ball shot. That made the movie completely awful. There you go.
All right.
Talking. Do you guys have any shout-outs or anything? Any kind of
Shout it.
things coming up?
Winter's coming up, everybody. Are you ready?
New Cleveland Sports Radio this week. Also, shout out to everybody who, like me, because I'm changing my answer again, hated Transformers Dark of the Moon, because I just remembered that the whole point of seeing the Transformers movies was Megan Fox, who was not in this one, so there was no reason to watch it.
Who was the chicken?
What?
Bull.
Oh, Brian muted himself again. I don't know why he does.
What?
Said who was the chick
Stop muting yourself.
Who was which chick?
in the other? Not the who replaced Megan Fox.
Not Megan Fox.
Oh, okay. See, there's your
Thanks.
answer.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Right.
Cool.
Some chick that wasn't Megan Fox.
Google not Megan Fox, and you'll see who it is.
It's a trailer for VHS 3, although it looks a lot like VHS 2.
Looks like better quality though.
No, that's just the movie. It's not a VHS film.
I know.
Listen to Tumbling with Tumbleweed. The last couple of shows, Don's done a good job
Thanks.
talking about cheesecake. And, yeah, because you got kind of like a rolling story going the last couple of times, talking about stuff.
I did.
Yeah, sometimes you're so tired, you just mumble and you're talking about what's going on in the immediate thing, but then like the ones where you're like recently where you're talking about stuff that happened, that's kind of interesting.
Cool.
I think so, anyway.
Good.
I'm still listening, so.
Good. I hope I remember all that. I don't remember anything I say, so.
You just talk about like managers not managing, where you had to go over to the table and like talk to the customer.
Yeah, I took care of the manager visit for you.
Yeah, that stuff. It's interesting. You know. So anyway, Tuesday night at 11.
Tuesday nights at 11. You
That's
remember?
it, folks. Thanks for listening. VideoGameNews.com. We're on every week. We'll be back next week. Peace out. Later.
Hey.
See ya.
I didn't have a thing.